Hi everybody, I'm David Magone. Today I'm here to show you a cool trick that you can use for smoother transitions from the crow posture to Chaturanga push-up. Now in order to stick this, you have to think of your body as being similar to a teeter-totter. The fulcrum is your arms, and the teeter-totter itself, like the board on the teeter-totter, is your basically torso and your upper body. Now, if you think back to when you're on the playground playing around as a kid, in order to get the teeter-totter to move down on one side and up on the other side, you had to add weights to one side. Now, in this particular posture, the crow, the equivalent of doing that is basically shifting forward so that the hips are forced to upward rise. And it's from that point that as you start to flow back, you'll start to feel a little bit more weightless. Now, when you first start out with this, you want to start out with a crow with substantially bent arms. So you plant your hands on the floor. And then at that point, you lift your hips upward into the air and you take your posture in whatever way it is that you normally do. Now, if you jump back from there, you have to jump really, really quick to get your feet to get to the floor. And so to make it a little more weightless, you essentially want to add more weight to the front of the teeter-totter by letting your chest sink down. From that point, you can then practice drawing your knees toward your chest until ultimately you can extend your legs all the way back. And finally, you can move all the way down to the floor. After having finished that, you of course take the up dog and the down dog to transition. Now, when you first start this, invariably you're going to slide off your arms a bunch, which is fine. It's just part of the learning process. If, as you start to tilt forward, you feel like you're going to slide off your arms and onto your head, it's good to have something under it. So at first, you can start out with maybe 2 yoga blocks in the front. You can practice teeter-tottering forward a little bit until your head rests on the blocks. After that, you can take away 1. You can maybe cut a block in half and go down to that point. And then finally, at some point, as you build a little strength and the ability to balance there, you'll be able to get your torso close enough to the floor and your hips high enough that you can get the float. So as with most things, practice totally makes perfect. Give it a shot. Hit me up if you have any questions, and I will see you another day. Take care and have fun.